We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective, to see what is going on. And we have an awful lot going on as we are gearing up for tomorrow's Pisces full moon lunar eclipse. But of course, we're going to be dealing with today's alignments. Today brings us a very powerful alignment that is preparing us for tomorrow's eclipse. We have Mars in Cancer is going to align with the nodes, and both nodes as well too. I want to talk about those nodes today too and how this is affecting us, as we know that the eclipse also aligns with those lunar nodes in a powerful position too. So in this video, I'll try to fit a lot in and just kind of with these alignments. So today is powerful. We know that Cancer guards its heart, right? So we're being guided to open up our heart and to build bridges, not walls, during this time with today's alignment. And our lunar nodes really serve as guides to us on our spiritual journey. Our south node represents our subconscious, our north node, the conscious, as we're navigating this experience. Now, our south node represents our karmic past. It's everything that we need to get rid of. It's like the old patterns, things that we lean on. This is like things we need to clear and get rid of, things not serving us. So it's all of the healing that we need to do, and in a karmic sense. And of course, our north node is where we need to go in this lifetime. Now, when we're dealing with today's alignments, sometimes we've skipped steps in previous incarnations and we're making up for it in this lifetime. So today's alignment takes us into a lot of past life healing. So with this eclipse specifically, we have a lot kind of coming up. Now, we also have another alignment between, we'll say, Venus in Libra and Chiron in Aries. Now, you're going to notice a theme that we're dealing with these because we have our nodes are also in Libra and Aries, but they're getting ready to flip. Not yet in January, but this first eclipse is going to take us into that new Pisces and Virgo axis, which we'll be kind of glad to get out of this, but we're not quite there yet. So it's almost like both of those axis points are colliding because we've been in that, we'll say, we've been in that Libra and Aries kind of energy, but we're getting ready to move and flip into the new, but they're all kind of colliding in this space. So while we're dealing with this Chiron and Aries, we're dealing with some of the themes that have come up over, we'll say, the past couple of years too. So with today's alignment, this is shining a light on your relationship wounds and insecurities around relationships. It is so that you can heal these wounds. And I think this is important for twin flame too, because that's exactly what twin flame does, and the high frequency energy of twin flame does. It shines a light on things that we need to heal, especially around relationships or baggage that we're still carrying. So we still have kind of a lot of work that is coming up. Now, that's because of this lunar eclipse that's happening tomorrow. So it's almost like this lunar eclipse is like ending central, letting go of the past, letting go of our karmic past. Now, believe it or not, this lunar eclipse aligns with the north node. So it's helping us to get onto that destined path, but it's all about not only closing a door, but opening a new door at the same time, because it's going to open that door for a series of eclipses that are going to play out. And this is the first of those eclipses too. So it's bringing in intense energy. There's going to be a lot of transformation that's happening, and a lot of things can come up and be revealed for you to heal or to move through. Pay attention to what you're working on during this time, or what you're moving through, what you're trying to heal. These energies are all about ways that you need to work on and improve yourself right now, because there's always room for improvement, and it's what we should be doing. So we have a lot kind of hitting us at once with these energies. They will amplify your emotions, so you might feel a little bit emotionally overwhelmed or feel your emotions a little bit intensified too. But I want to start with a reading for the divine feminine. Remember, this is just a general collective reading. That's why I always say do those one-on-one phone calls on my website. They're going to help you a ton no matter what is coming up for you. So I always say to do the one-on-one sessions. I am an energy healer. I have tons of healings, clearings, and activations on my website. I have a ton up for the next couple of days because you want to be working with these eclipse energies for sure. So you're going to notice I have a few things up on my site. Make sure you're doing more of the healing sessions. They will help you a ton. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for helping you through the process and healing certain things. So we want to go in and heal things that are specifically triggered or come up during twin flame. A lot of people might even get stuck going through the process. So Stuck on the Healing coming up, right? Of how to shift things. So I have that twin flame coaching option, will help you a ton. So check out my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. And we're going to start with a reading for the Divine Feminine. All right, everyone's situation is different. It's going to depend on the healing work that you need to do as to where you're at in the process. It is a process too. All right, Divine Feminine. Take this as messages from the Divine Feminine Collective. Divine Masculine, if you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. I want to hold you again. I need to feel your body next to mine. Some of you guys are craving physical union with your person, yeah, and all of those amazing things that it entails. If we didn't want that, we wouldn't have come into the earth experience. Sometimes we get in the earth experience and it's a lot more challenging than we think. You signed up to come here to find your twin flame. It's that simple, right? Because you wanted to bring it into the physical. You're already together in the higher as light beings, right, on the other side, but you wanted to come down here into the physical so that when we have like that physical expression of love, that is the physical expression of merging your energy together. You're craving that physical union with your person. I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. Twin flames trigger each other a ton. It is for the healing process. They're not trying to. Sometimes they don't understand, but you know that you both understand each other on such a deep level, like more than anyone else too. However, you might have gotten triggered too. It just kind of depends in what way. You're being guided to heal. I always say whatever's coming up for you or whatever has been triggered to the surface. When we talk about triggers, we're talking about energies coming to the surface and things that you need to deal with. And it's important that you are too. Things might have been said between you and your twin flame. Know that both of you, if you said things when emotional or out of anger or upset, both of you will feel badly later about things that were said. It's when you guys chill out. Time has brought me clarity about us. I made the wrong choices. You guys might have had time apart. Know that if you've had, you're getting closer together because you're going through a certain process and being prepared to come together. And it kind of depends in what way. Some twin flames just come together and do that cycle and union and stay together forever, but a lot of times you guys might do different cycles together too as you're going through a lot of intense healing process. It kind of just depends on your own unique path and what the universe has you kind of going through. I love this time symbolism. I always see the clock as destiny and meeting under the clock. This is where the lovers meet, right? Like you agreed to meet at either divine timing at a certain timing where you would meet your twin flame at certain places. And this is like the clock symbolism, right? The karmic divine timing, or it's just the symbolism of meeting in general. Like I remember telling my twin flame I was standing under the clock, right? Like, and then saying something about it. All right. And yeah, the clock. So you might see that too. This is why we see so many pictures, whether it's like the London clock and couples under it or different symbolisms, right? And things like that with the lovers and the time, right? And so this is the divine timing. You might have had time apart from this person that may have given you a lot of clarity. We're talking about energy clarity on the situation and on the connection. I feel that's why we go through that grand design. We'll call it a grand design that twin flames go through too, because you guys miss each other, you long for each other, you want each other, and it gives you a lot of clarity and understanding about the connection, which both twin flames are always trying to figure out, right? Like a little too much, right? And not just like going for it. You guys might be trying to figure out this connection too. So when I hear the time, it might feel like time hasn't been on your side, right? Or you're waiting on some divine timing. It just kind of depends on how that will translate into your experience. Sometimes we always think of time as karma needs healed, or something might need healed with karma and timing. I fantasize about getting a second chance about you. Okay, so you guys think about each other a ton. I told someone this morning they need to just try to stop thinking about their twin flame. We know that's not going to happen, right? Okay, you're both thinking about each other a ton. You fantasize about each other. You think about each other. You think about what could have been, but more importantly, coming together for another chance and getting it right and a redo. You sit around thinking about this person all of the time. You might have a hard time getting them off of your mind. The thought of you with someone else drives me crazy. And so this can also kind of drive you crazy too, especially if you have time apart and you know your masculine is spending time with other people. I've been manifesting you. You have been working hard to manifest this union. Make sure you're also doing the healing and shadow work that's required so you can stay in that lasting union too. you've been manifesting this person possibly your whole life unconsciously, not knowing it, or even just intentionally right now. Actually, this lunar eclipse is a great time to be manifesting your divine masculine, divine feminine. This is a powerful time for you to be putting out those positive intentions into the universe. Eclipses are the ultimate wild card, but they can help us, especially as we have a lot of destiny in the air. And we know this is a destined connection. So the universe is very aligned with this connection and supporting the manifestation of it into the physical. I'm sorry I couldn't be what you needed me to be. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear your head. You're doing a lot of self-work in this space, whether you're wanting to or not. This is, again, the grand design of things. Make sure you're working on your energy. Make sure that you're taking time to heal, to relax, and to work on your energy right now. I'm ready for commitment. This could have been an issue too. I know that this is like, right? Okay, you want a committed relationship. You just want this person to show up and do right by you. You want to, whether you're in separation, you want a reconciliation and a new beginning, or you want some type of actual commitment like this person, right? Making plans with you, wanting to be with you, showing up for you in some type of way. I'm on my way to you. Okay, be careful. There's distractions in this, and sometimes it's not all the time, but it could be karmics on masculine side, and they might be always busy and kept you waiting. And we have a lot of that too, which can be very, very hard. And so there's something in the way of or distracting this connection. Masculine might be kind of, busy with other stuff, we'll say, or has kept you waiting too long. And of course, that's the reason why this isn't for everyone. You'll know if it's for you. You're clearing away toxicity. There might have been a lot of drama. This might have been an addictive relationship with this person. And I think this is important too. You're getting more balanced. Okay, if there's secrets in this connection, they're going to come to the surface. You're being made aware of everything in this connection. Whether you're dreaming it, you're tapping in, you're sensing it, you're knowing what is going on too. Watch out. We have a karmic clearing that is happening. This is divine intervention. Both of you guys might be doing a lot. This is getting out of your comfort zone, really, in reality. But there are certain events in your life that are going to play out to keep you on course, things that you need to learn about. Just kind of depends. You're releasing karmic energies big time. Watch out right now for that right now. You may have people from your past reappearing. Make sure they're not in the way of the union. I feel that if they are, you haven't dealt with that connection enough, and now I see why we need to. Make sure you're clearing the karmic connections from you. One or both of you might have been immature. There might have been some type of argument that led to separation or not getting along. It just kind of depends with this connection. Despite that, you're being guided to work on your energy, connect with nature right now. You might need a ground. We're in all this Pisces energy. It can feel very floaty. It's amazing for our dreams tapping in and our psychic gifts, but sometimes that we can feel a little ungrounded and we're needing to ground that into the physical. You're working on being of service in some way. Twin Flames came here to help the planet. Oftentimes that's part of this and part of what will unlock and activate things for you. So it's very important that you're finding a way to help the planet and be of service. Stay in a high frequency right now. Maintain your positive state. Stay positive. This is a twin flame reading. Stay positive about your twin flame and the twin flame connection. Things can shift anytime. We're going to see a lot of people that are in separation suddenly coming together, right, and spending a lot of time together. Whether this is a lot of communication or hanging out together, we're going to see some really big unexpected shifts coming out of the work that you're doing. So make sure that you're staying positive and positive in a positive mindset, positive energy, and more importantly, positive about your twin flame situation. To connect with your angels for healing right now. You're going to know what's coming up and what you need to work on and what you need to heal. Once again, stay grounded. You might be kind of suffering in silence right now. Some of you guys have been guided to spaces by yourself, and you understand this more as you are, so that you can connect with the universe and work on your spiritual connection. Just kind of depends. I was kind of making a joke to myself this morning that people will deal with these separations different. If you're an anxious or an anxious avoidant attachment, you're probably going to spend more time alone and isolating. If you're a fearful avoidant type, you're going to go ahead and you're going to rebound and you're going to go find a karmic and you're going to very fast get in a connection, right? And we can kind of tell by attachment styles that are usually triggered in the twin flame experience. And this can go for those that can't be alone, and that you see them constantly being social with friends and family and everyone and things like that, because they can't sit alone and do this deeper work required. And so you're going to kind of tell how people are dealing with it by what's being triggered and things like that. When you really sit alone and do that work and sit with yourself and the universe, amazing things are going to come out of it. You're going to be working on your own stuff. A lot of abundance is going to come through and stuff like that. So you might be spending a lot of time alone right now, or guided to, and this could be like you're seeing that you no longer align with these old connections in your life. And this is where we have to do a lot of the assessing our lives, how we're living life, and even clearing connections and things like that. You're finding that you're not aligning with people who are in old, lower toxic behaviors and patterns and addictions and things like that. You're being guided to clear a lot of connections, Divine Feminine, and know that, I kept saying that, I think it was yesterday, we're clearing a lot of space and opening up, and that space is for this union. So, you have a very positive messages about love as well too. We know that. That's what's going to come out of it. This person has activated your heart chakra. They've unlocked things in you, just meeting them and being around their energy, right? And they've really activated your energy in your heart chakra. And, this is why you meet and then do the separation or separations too, right? So they've activated something in you to keep you on course, paying attention and working to the universe too. I had someone tell me you get fed up with it. Like they're probably done with it. They're not seeing the results in the physical, and they asked the universe for a sign and got a very signy sign, right? Okay, you're getting the signy signs. Pay attention to the signy signs, or the signs that are coming through. They're helping to guide you within the spiritual so that you can bring this spiritual manifestation of divine union here into the physical. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, and this is in reverse, but usually it's like we got lots of options, thinking the grass is greener on the other side, picking the cup and the snakes in it, right? Like, oh my God. And that's the karmics, right? That's the karmic when you get that. But this is flipped, right? And so you might feel a little bit stuck. You might feel like things aren't going anywhere. You've got a lot of clarity and a reality check out of this situation, but you might feel like things aren't really moving forward. And it is that space that you need to navigate. You might even feel like you messed things up or missed your opportunity. These are part of the illusions though, right? Knowing that we have a lot of options. You might be stressed out. This is something. You might be taking on everything for everyone else. And you might be noticing that people are coming to you. I don't want to use that word, energy empire, for the feminine. All right, yeah, you're needing to clear those type of connections where people are voicing their frustration and problems at you and dumping a lot of energy on you and not really reciprocating. And it's that kind of role that you're in. You thrive in that role, but also you're getting overloaded and taking on a lot of other people's problems and energies right now. And this is not your responsibility. Everyone has to work through and move through their own problems here on planet Earth, even though you're really good at that, and you might be an empath and a healer if you're the awakened divine feminine twin flame. However, watch out that you're not taking on too much stress right now, and letting go of any energy is not your own right now. You've been doing that for a long time, and it's put you in a lot of your karmic situations of your past, with past relationships and past situations you've been in. And if anything, your divine masculine has come into your life to help to break you out of and free you from those type of patterns, right? So that you're not entertaining that kind of stuff anymore. Be careful taking on too much negative energy right now. Stay positive and stay focused on the present moment right now too. Stay in the now and where this path has brought you, because you've been through a lot of changes since you've met your divine masculine in your life. And they've been positive changes that have moved your life or shifted your life in a new trajectory or new places or new dimensions, or just changed you as a person. And you've been going through a lot of transformation because of meeting this person. Stay focused on that, because some of you guys are in your head and overthinking and you feel stuck with this. You got all that mental stuff coming up. This is fear and anxiety and feeling powerless and stagnant and like things aren't going anywhere. That's the things that you need to heal, clear, and face right now. Clearing any negative thoughts, limiting thoughts, negative beliefs, and things that are surfacing. It is in that space. This sounds like a separation message, but it doesn't have to be. Everyone's different. And maybe if you're apart from your twin flame, you notice it more. It just kind of depends on how this translates into a message for you. But you're needing to be mindful of the negative thoughts as they are manifesting, and the stories you're telling yourself, the situations you're tapping into are coming alive and real in the physical. So shift away from fear right now. Okay, this is my Six of Wands card. Okay, this is like, you guys might feel like, okay, this is like my Emperor in reverse card, but different. You might feel like that you've both failed at this and that something didn't go right. And that, this is like a hit to your self-esteem and confidence. So you're needing to flip that around. And then this is like, once again, it can be your masculine, but it could be doing everything for everyone else, right? Like if your masculine's too busy for you, some of them might have ghosted you, blocked you, be ignoring you, and they're spending time with everyone else or doing everything for everyone around them and, putting you out in the cold or in the dark. Or this could be you once again too, where you're spread too thin and you're kind of being a follower or following the crowd, even though you know where the crowd led you because you've been there. That's your old paradigm, and you're being guided or guided into a new dimension, into the 5D, and you're being guided to let go of old situations or people not serving you, because we have the Tower, but it's in reverse. So you've already been through that. Some of you might feel like the rug was pulled out from under you. You might have ended up in a separation. You might have been going through events or experiences that you couldn't control. And so you've been through some type of Tower moment. Now I write a lot of astrology stuff on my website. You guys can read it there. I talked about with this eclipse that we are healing. Some of you are healing from a separation. Even if not, you're healing from some type of loss in your life during this time. That is the theme coming up for the eclipse. So you are healing. Some people, a lot of loss. You're healing from something like that. And this is a lot of the flames too of where you guys are at. So we have that theme coming up. And this is also recovery after a loss. So you've been through something. For some of you guys, that could be losing your twin flame. And even if they act great and indifferent on the other end, they're also going through that loss. It could be other things in your life, like you've had to let go of a lot for this awakening. And I feel that's why we see things are way different than any other generation, we'll say, on the planet right now. And that is because of the spiritual ascension and awakening that is happening. So we see a lot of things, I don't say moving or playing out through the collective. And the work that we're doing is much different than many years ago, right? What we're doing. And that's being reflected into our relationship dynamics. And Twin Flames came here to do that work so that you could heal, become better versions of yourself, and shift into that relationship harmony too. It just depends on where you're at in that process. Everyone is different too. So make sure you're taking time to chill, relax, rest, and heal as we're moving through these eclipse energies. All right, we're going to do a reading for the Divine Masculine. Okay, so Divine Masculine Collective, Divine Feminine, if you're watching, I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you say yes when I offer my hand? Will you take it? This could be a relationship offer. They might be thinking about it, getting a plan, figuring out how to approach you and what they want to do with you, Divine Feminine. Some of them are going to come in. Some of them are going to come in strong. This isn't for everyone. So we have two situations here. Some of them are getting ready to approach you. Some are dating other people, and you're going to know this. And this is like, they want to keep their options open. They want to play the field, and they're back on the market talking to other karmics and approaching other karmics. And I think you're going to know that you'll know because your masculine is blowing you off, out partying all the time, or actually you'll see the karmic feminines, like whether they've status them or they're posting them on their social media, or hanging out with them and blowing you off. Usually there's a blowing you off component, but for some, they're doing some soul searching. That's back to pile A. They're doing some soul searching and figuring out they want to be with you. They want union. They know you're the one. They feel it in their bones, like that spiritual pull and feeling. And that's why it's been intense, and that they're trying to figure out. So when I see that love offer, it's dating, it's commitment. It's actually being ready to be with you and to settle down into this union. Some of them may have gone off and done separation and single life, and they saw that it was lonely and overrated, and they saw the karmics couldn't compare in any way to this beautiful divine union, because karmics are the lower, they're just sex and transitions, transactionary and things like that, but they're not fulfilling on the spiritual level. They're very matrix connections, whereas the twin flame is a very spiritual connection and no one can compare. So some of them may have instigated or set off into separation and gone down that path. then figured out that they do want you, that they messed up, and that they are going to approach you or say something. Can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with your heart? And so this person wants you, Divine Feminine, to let go of how things went and to start over. I saw someone use the word clean slate, because I get to see all the flames as they're coming back together, right? They wanted a clean slate. That's the energy, right? Yeah, coming back together, like, and reuniting energy. We have a lot of beautiful reunion and union energy in the air, because you guys have been doing that work on yourself. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. And they know this connection doesn't go anywhere. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had time to reflect? They wonder what you think about them and what is on your mind. And what's going on with you, or do you still love them? Do you still want to be with them? They're thinking about you a lot and what you might be thinking about them. We were too different. That's why I'm with someone similar to me. Once again, you'll know if they're with someone else. You would know that. It's not like, and I always say only take what resonates for you with these cards and with these readings. That's why it's very important to do the one-on-one work too, and things like that. And you might notice that, like I was telling myself this morning, I was reading a post, and I think it was a group. I don't remember what it said. It was like, something about their twin flame's voice was so amazing and intoxicating in a group. I saw it on a post, and I was thinking that because, my twin flame to me has that accent because we're from other countries. So all of their karmics and people from their world, they would have the same accent as them, but we're very different, and that we both each have that accent. And I'm sure they think that about me too, because to me, I'm used to my voice, but I have the accent to them, right? It's different. So, you know what I mean with that? And there's nothing like your twin flame's voice regardless, right? Even without all that, right? But yeah, that's something that if you're apart, you're going to miss their voice. And this is something that you love about them, the things they say, their voice, whatever it is. And like that, some of you guys might come from different backgrounds that make it even more unique too in your situation. It just kind of depends. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. This person might be thinking about communicating, because we have communication energy in the air. They might be thinking about what to say to you. They might be thinking about calling you, texting you, emailing you, whatever it is. They might be thinking about what to say to you or what to do with this. They might be starting to message you and not sending it. I don't feel like I deserve you. Both twin flames, I had to remind myself of this. Sometimes you guys are seeing each other in the highest light. Even though you don't see yourself that way, you see your twin flame that way. Like they are completely perfect to you. You just want them. They're amazing. I know, right? And I know, but they do bring out our own shadow. Like we don't feel good enough. We don't feel worthy. We need more work. We need more healing. I'm not ready kind of stuff. And this is something with the Divine Masculine too, because it triggers different relationship wounds for both. I'm in love with you. Your Divine Masculine is in love with you. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. Some of you guys do. I'm holding on to the memories of us. So they're thinking about good times with you, memories of you. Some of you guys do bump into your twin flame a lot. Some of you guys work with them. You see them in the matrix. So many stories of that. All right, conflict resolution. If there was a fight, they want to make amends and they want a positive outcome. They want to resolve this. They want a resolution. They want a reunion. This person might be going through a tower moment as well too, and everything kind of crumbling. This is feeling very sad without you. They're hiding their feelings. They're in love with you. They might come across cold, detached, and like they don't care, but they are not feeling like that inside. They are in love with you. They might be playing mind games just to test you and see how you feel. This person has hit rock bottom without you. This is like karma coming up. Their life feels like it's falling apart without you. Just kind of depends in what way. All right, this person is ascending. They're working on their spiritual awakening and ascension path. Twin flames come together to do their ascension together. They're working on their ascension. They're trying to get a grip on their fear and their ego mind that has come up. It might have been blocking this connection or kind of in the way. Stay in your divine light. You're being guided to take your next step. And I love this card, right? Moving forward on your path. We need to stop looking back at the karmic past and start over. And I feel that this is eclipse is a doorway into our future path and higher timelines for us too, within these unions too. So you guys are clearing a lot of past stuff. Divine Masculine wants to have a relationship with you. They want that lifelong partnership. They want that twin flame union, but they want a balanced, harmonious relationship with you, one that allows them to maintain that balance too. This reminds me a lot of that Libra energy in the air. Doesn't surprise me. My flame has Mars in Libra too, and I know that about them. They just want to stay balanced. So this is about like staying balanced within the masculine energy. Infinite possibilities. I love it with the infinity sign too. So this is important too. This is the universal energy working behind the scenes. There is a timeline where you guys end up, alternate realities. There is a reality where you end up together. You're happy. You're in a beautiful union, and it is amazing. It's about becoming that person and shifting to that timeline too. There's going to be a lot of positive energy moving forward and helping you guys to move forward. Once again, you guys are going to come into a beautiful, harmonious, balanced relationship. Just kind of depends on how that's playing out with where you're at now. But this is what is in your cards. You're going to be successful for anything you do. You're finally getting some recognition and reward. You know that once you've met your twin flame, you're becoming much more magnetic. This can be a problem when you're dealing with people trying to come into your life. But you are becoming much more magnetic in your energy. Your energy is changing from this person. You have a lot more material and spiritual prosperity. You might go from broke to rich, even materially though, right? Spiritually. So you're noticing material changes where your money's going up, you're doing better, you're flowing since this person has come into your life. They have changed a lot of things for you, your twin flame. Also spiritually, you're elevating. All right, we have the Three of Wands, and this is my guy getting ready to travel, right? They might be sitting there trying to manifest this union, and they're waiting for their ship to come in. They're waiting for it to come in, right? This is my modern day airplane, the ship, right? But this is like, they're waiting for their manifestations to come in. They are manifesting their divine feminine. They are manifesting union, and they are waiting for that to come into their reality. However, we do have some block. They might be holding on to old situations and people that are not good for them and past situations. Some of them are in isolation and trying to control things, however that may play out. Spending a lot of time alone, trying to control everything. All right, they are feeling passionate about you. We have this Queen of Wands. Fire moves very, very fast and through things, right? And this might even represent their feminine coming through, where divine feminine is in a high state. They are passionate, they are optimistic, but passionate about helping people. And this is like my changing things kind of energy. So their divine feminine in this reading might be really, really busy, like doing things, their own goals, pursuing things, but also very of service, helping people. But we have the Empress in reverse, so there is some type of block with the masculine, with your feminine. Some of you are disconnected from your divine feminine. This is suppressing your own feminine side. So when you try to get rid of your divine feminine, or you suppress your divine feminine, this is your own aspect that you need to integrate into your life. And so this is lack of confidence. There's a disharmony here with your feminine. We have Page of Pentacles, which is a good card. Once again, it's great for money and finances, but also for learning. But it's also great for building a solid foundation. I love it because not anymore. I'm turning into the Queen, but this was my card most of my life, as I'm the Earth sign, the Pentacle. So this can represent an Earth sign as well too. Now, it doesn't have to be your feminine, but if there's an Earth sign involved in this reading too, and things like that. But this is about building a solid foundation and learning new things. It's all about that solid foundation. Some of you guys want to build a new relationship, but from a solid foundation that's lasting, and to start over if you're in a break, or maybe you're in a union, really building something together. This is what I was talking about. Like, you know, Earth signs are the builders. We want to build homes and families and businesses and things, right? In the tangible and the physical. So this might be bringing this union into the physical too, into the physical realm, and building it in some type of way, or doing some type of project together or anything, right? Like working together. It could be working together. Some of you guys might already work with your twin flame, and you're doing that, or different types of things like that. So it just kind of depends. This could be service work. We had that Queen of Wands energy, which is like helping the planet. Oh my God, there's such a call or a cry to help the planet during this time. And there's so much that we can be doing too. And that's what Twin Flames signed up to do here together. And a lot of what this journey is trying to show you or teach you from previous lessons where you struggled and went through so much to prepare you for that. That's why you went through all of that, the lower points in your life, to bring you to these places so that you could understand this stuff so that you could shift into your role as light workers to really help the planet, and together in some type of way. We see a lot of twin flames at the highest. They're doing beautiful missions together of healing or helping people. It just kind of depends how that translates into your reality or businesses or whatever it is together, doing something together. It's like something like that. It just kind of depends on how that will translate into that too. And of course, we have the pentacle energy, which is the money energy too. So when you shift this into union, you guys are going to start to really, really flow and flow better together too. All right, I'm going on that note. Anyways, I have tons of activations up for today, tomorrow, the next couple of days, basically. You can do anything in my shop anyways. Check out those twin flame activations. Today and tomorrow are an excellent time to be tapping into these energies. Have a beautiful day.